order to permanently break China's monopoly in the tea market, Britain carried out its long, premeditated plan to introduce the Chinese tea plant to Britain. This is a landscape painting completed in 1843, depicting the stunning Wuyi Mountains in Fujian, China. The creator of this painting was Robert Fortune. Fortune worked on this painting on a bamboo raft on the Juchuxi Brook in the Wuyi Mountains during the summer of 1843, when China was still at war with Britain. It was a dangerous time for a Westerner with blue eyes and blonde hair to move around in China. However, Fortune was ecstatic because he found the finest tea plantation in China. Years later, Fortune disguised himself as a Chinese and took another trip in secret to the Wuyi Mountains. This time, he not only recorded the techniques of producing bohea tea, but also brought a large quantity of tea plant seeds. He hired 8 local tea workers without informing them that their exotic-looking employer was about to take them to a distant alien land. After returning to Britain, Fortune published his travel log, A Journey to the Tea Countries of China. Yet details about how he purloined tea manufacturing techniques were carefully omitted, and the 8 workers' whereabouts were undisclosed. In 2009, Tongmu Village in Wuyi Mountains welcomed a tea expert, Lochan, who came from Darjeeling, which lies on the lower range of the Himalayas in India. The first stop of Lochan's trip to China was the Wuyi Mountains in Fujian, a place he dreamed of visiting for many years. During his stay, Lochan revealed to us the story of the 8 tea workers that were taken away by Fortune more than 160 years ago.
In 1842, a gentleman called Robert Fortune was sent to India, to China, to search for the right material. And he went around from Hong Kong to Fujian to Zhejiang to Anhui. And there he found that it is not possible to go deeply into the Chinese territory. So he collected his material all the way wherever he could, and the maximum planting material, that is the tea seed and the tea plants, and then for the manufacture he had to collect the tea implements and the tea people who knew how to manufacture, and he took those, all the people, to India. That's how Darjeeling was born. That's how Darjeeling tea industry started.
Lochan told us that when carrying top quality tea, workers bear tea baskets on their backs so that the baskets do not touch the ground. This way, dirt and dust are prevented from contaminating the tea leaves. The inventors of this posture were supposedly those tea workers from the Wuyi Mountains who came to India more than 160 years ago.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that. Lisa. You can make beautiful tea like Darjeeling.
Beautiful Darjeeling.
But the quality can never be the same. Quality. So good. When I go to a tea garden, I always go inside and I see the bushes. I eat the leaf and I see what is the quality. Because this is the mother of the tea.
As a result of British colonial policies, bohea tea was successfully introduced to India. Afterwards, tea plantations in India rapidly expanded and tea production grew. Within 50 years, tea produced in India and Sri Lanka was adequate to supply the demand in Europe. Britain no longer needed to import tea from China. After more than 100 years, Lochan brought top-quality Darjeeling tea from India to the Wuyi Mountains. He invited descendants of the Jiang family, who've been producing Lochan tea in Tongmu village for generations, to taste Darjeeling tea. Here, Indian black tea encountered its Chinese ancestor, Lochan tea.
谢谢。
谢谢。
很好。感觉怎么样？我感觉这个茶，在红茶类当中，是我目前接触到，就除了正山小种顶级的红茶之外，是在中国红茶里。 是目前我接受到最好的。它最好的同时，我还有感觉就是像您说的，肖经理说的一样，这个它的底蕴里面仍然不是绿茶对底蕴和香气，对，还有正山小种这一股根在里面，对。
虽然离开好几百年了，
对，
可是它的中国味道还在。
So I am the person who is bringing that Chinese tea back to China after 161 years ago, and I'm retracing these footsteps forward.
This is for the friendship of India and China together.